If they get a shot because we had to go to help, I live with that. But that last bank shot right there, we weren't in help defense because the kids still squared up, and that's not where the help comes from.
We're about to tell you the story of one of the most successful college basketball coaches in the country. Tom Jessee has been at the University of Tampa for more than 2 decades. He's piled up more than 600 wins and has more hardware than the university has room to put on display in trophy cases. But what makes this coach special really isn't about basketball at all. It's about family. Because at UT, family comes first. And there's no better example of how that story can be told than by this head coach, his amazing wife, and his fantastic daughter.
It's the relationships that I built here that's been the most memorable to me. If there's a secret to winning, there's no offense and defenses out there. There's no secret you can run. If you want to run UConn's offense or South Carolina's offense, you go get it, you can run it. It's not a secret. But the secret, and Rudy's heard me say this to all the recruits, and she's been in that recruiting room conversation, is that it's the relationship that we build with that player. That we want you to be in our lives long after you're graduated.
That's a big effort. That's a big effort. That's a big effort, okay? Sarah Jones is not in here. She's probably signing autographs, and she should be. Okay, all right. Great job defensively in the second half on those adjustments we talked about. We kept them.
If you ask Coach Jessee about his biggest accomplishment, he won't mention the game. He'll mention it was becoming a dad. And now that daughter that he loves so much gets to be a huge part in his basketball life.
Her mother is her influence, and I'm so glad of that. You know, I hope that, and I know that Rudy values both of us, and we both coach, but her mom should always be mother. You only get one mother and one father too, but your mother is your mother. And when I had Rudy, it was the happiest day of my life. But to see her grow up and be so close to her mom is also close. I was to my mom too, and that's so important to us. And we pick a lot, me and Rudy do, with her mother about Rudy, me being her favorite, but she clearly has the basketball genes and hope, the aspirations that her mother had.
I love my parents. I'm really close with both of them, so it's fun, because I know a lot of people don't like their parents, or they're just not close with them, but I'm definitely really close with both of my parents, and I admire our relationships with each other.
Now, I know what you're thinking. She's very close with Mom, but Dad's obviously the basketball influence, right? Not so fast. Mom's a coach at Warner, and Mom was one of the best high school players in the country growing up in Polk County. And so when it comes to basketball influence, daughter turns to Mom.
Probably my mom a little bit more, just because she has a big legacy, so probably my mom.
Who coaches?
My mom. My mom helped out with my AAU team for like a few years. It was kind of like an A and B team, so I was on the A team, but she was on the B team. She coached the B team, but she was still part of it and helped out.
As an 8th grader, Rudy is already proving that she can play the game. She's not playing 8th grade basketball. She is playing some JV, but she also plays varsity at Sethner Krishner Academy.
Rudy Jessee checks in for the Lady Crusaders.
Being on varsity as an 8th grader is truly amazing. I don't get as much playing time as I would hope, but I'm okay with that because I'm only an 8th grader and there's so much better people that are good at the game than I am on my team that I can learn from and look up to. So right now I'm not playing as much as I'd like to, but I definitely will be when I'm like future years in high school.
Sometimes I sit in the parking lot at Sethner where Rudy goes to school, and Coach Cooper does a fantastic job. I'm super pleased, and so is Nikki, that Rudy's been blessed to play at Sethner for Coach Cooper, and those guys there do a great job with him. But I sometimes sit in the parking lot in the car rather than going in the gym, where I would like to go in and watch, because I do feel like I don't want to add pressure to anybody. We've told them we want Rudy to be coached hard. We don't want it to be about we're sitting in the stands. Nikki coaches as well, and sometimes when we're both there watching him play, as we were the other night when you were there, we don't want that to be uncomfortable to anybody. We're basketball parents and fans, coach our kid just like you do anybody else at that point. Because if you don't push her, then you're neglecting her, and that's not what we have her there for. But I try to, like I said, stay away as much as I can. But I'm a basketball junkie. I love to watch her. That's the dad part. I like to maybe I should wear a shirt that says I'm here as dad today. That might help. I don't know.
Coach Jessee is first to admit there are times when it's difficult to become either dad or coach. And when he struggles with those moments, he'll let his daughter decide who it is she actually needs in her life.
She's working on her foot speed. See, that's them bands we talk about? She's got the same bands on, working on her foot speed. You obviously watched us practice today. What'd you think there today?
You guys look good.
What could you take from today, you think?
Maybe just like the inspiration to start working more.
Yeah. Well, it's all about, it goes back to what I said, do you want me to be dad or do you want me to be coach right now? Do you want me?
When is my practice tomorrow? Oh wait, we don't have weights anymore tomorrow, so it's just regular, so we can come to the gym after school tomorrow.
Oh yeah?
We've tried to make sure that we stay grounded, both Nikki and I, my wife. We said we were not going to push Rudy into basketball. She's going to be around it enough. We didn't want her to know any of our successes, to be quite honest with you. If you come in our home, there's no trophies. Both of us played. Nick's All-American stuff's in the garage. She doesn't see that. We didn't want those pressures to be in Rudy's plate, and she'd have to live up to it. So we want her to cut this path herself. And we tell her all the time, listen, she talks about playing college basketball, and we talk about it a lot more now than we did as a youngster, that if it's something she wants to do, we are here to provide her the resources, and we will give her those, and we have at this point.
My future, where I want to go to college to play basketball, is Oregon. I've always been a fan of Oregon, probably since 4th grade. I really look up to Sabrina Ionescu, and she played for Oregon, and I still keep track of all her stuff. So I really would love to go to Oregon, but if that doesn't work out, he's my backup plan.
Dad's the backup plan?
Basically.
What would it be like to play for?
I think it'd be amazing. I've never played for my dad. I've only played for my mom. So I think it'd be, obviously, we're both really stubborn, so it'd be a little bit challenging at first, but I think I'd warm up to it.
To say that it would be a challenge to coach your own kid, yes. To say that the memories that might be made by both of us that would be just priceless, I would say yes. And so if Rudy wants to play for her dad, it'd be an honor for me to have my daughter play for me and to continue to build that relationship long after I'm gone. The memories that I have with my father, or some of those are fishing and things that we did together that I don't have my father who died. And at some point I won't be around for Rudy, but for maybe to have those memories be there, that we shared, not just going camping together, but we shared the wins and the losses and the lessons that we learned in college together. That would be a dream for me. Now,
Zoe fouled.
Coach Jessee is well on his way to building a lifetime of memories with his daughter, many of them right here at the University of Tampa. Others on special trips. No, not fishing like with his dad or off to Disney. Each and every year since she was born, Mom, Dad, and Rudy go to the Final Four.
she's never missed a Final Four. She's been every single year. I told her that I would take her till she got to college. Nikki and I will take her every year to the Final Four. When you get in college, you get to take us.
And if taking us means as a Division II player for the Tampa Spartans, wouldn't that just be great for all of us Spartan fans?